Hey fam, what's up? It's your girl Ty and I'm back with another video. So y'all, this here will be just a simple channel message. Um I was sitting here um getting ready to watch the documentary of Cleopatra that I'm watching right now. I feel like that's significant for someone who's watching this because I don't even know why I just told y'all what I'm doing. Sometimes I know that I tell some of my business when I be talking to y'all, but every time I do it, I was told that it's a reason why I have you share that because someone listening and that's going to connect with them some kind of way. So for whoever that is, if y'all watching the show, if y'all think about watching it, you definitely should check it out. And you definitely have royalty in your bloodline some way, somehow, along the line of your ancestors. And with that being said, they are watching over you. It's funny because that kind of go hand in hand with the topic of the conversation as well. So, um, as I was sitting here, like I said, getting ready to enjoy my day, um, because spirit is actually telling me to talk about more about enjoying my day. So I'm gonna talk about it. Maybe someone need to hear this too. So what I found, um, is that I don't know if you guys know or not, but I have in my past suffered from depression. So with that being said, I had to find certain things that I can do for myself to pull myself out of that. And I realized that I had been dealing with depression for so long from childhood that as an adult, I grew up still feeling like that switch going off like every now and then or every other day where I feel like that feeling of depression coming up. And I realized that it's because my body was somehow I ain't gonna say my body, but my mind was somehow programmed to still think that you're still supposed to be depressed some days because I had spent I had sat in that so long and that energy for so long that it's like my body and my mind got adapted to it, if you get what I'm saying. And when I consciously realized that I was unconsciously doing that, I had came up with a plan to help myself because anytime you have a problem, understand the only way to fix that problem is not to just acknowledge the problem because that's the first step, but understand it's levels to things. That's just the beginning level. The next level is for you to actually make a plan to fix the problem. So my plan to fix my problem was for me to start incorporating more self-love into my day, into my time, into my journey. And how I what I have done to do that is I sat down and I started really asking myself questions about what do I like to do, what makes me feel good, what don't make me feel good. And I found that some days, of course, if y'all are not new to my channel, y'all know that I definitely like to go to the beach. So that's something that I love to do. However, it's other things that I had to force myself to find that I love within my home because understand that your home is your temple. So you need to also find things that you can do indoors also to make you feel good inside because you're not always going to be able to get outdoors. And if it's something that you got to spend money on, that makes you feel good, you're not always going to have the money to do that. So I think it's important that we find, joy in the simple things in life. And every single one of us can find that, but we just have to sit down and get clear with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like when you first meet someone, you date someone, you're going to ask questions, right? Because that's how you get to know them. And then once you kind of get ask questions, depending on the answers, that's how you kind of see, like, are we competitive? Are we not competitive? And not only that, it helps you learn that person. And once you learn that person, you want to learn their the things that they like, you know what I'm saying, things that they don't like. Because if you ever want to gift them or just anything in general, you want to learn your person. That's with anybody. So why not learn yourself? Why not build that relationship with yourself? Because a lot of us, we spend so much time, we'll spend like all the time getting to know someone new that enter our life, rather it's a friend, rather it's a lover, or better yet, a long lost family member that we just met. We'll invest time into getting to know them, understanding them, you know what I'm saying? Because that's building a relationship. But sometimes we don't even realize that we neglect to build that relationship and get to know ourselves. And I know for some of us, it may sound silly, like I know myself, because I was there too before, like, what do you mean I know myself? I've been with myself my whole life. But in reality, do you really? Have you ever sat down and asked yourself certain, questions about yourself? Like, like, just simple things. I feel like Spirit saying no, don't say nothing specific, because I want everybody to. I somehow Spirit saying that what I was gonna say is not gonna resonate with everyone, so they didn't want me to name anything specific. So anyway, yeah, it's like everybody take time to get to know people when they enter their life, because you want to know if you can trust that person. You know what I'm saying? And Spirit is saying, I want you to do the same with yourself. I want you to be able to trust yourself. Because when you truly learn to trust yourself, that's when your power truly shines at its highest frequency vibration that it can possibly shine at. And back to the beginning, as I was meditating before I started watching my show, that's what made me come on here and talk to y'all. I was feeling the urge of Spirit saying, it's time for you to stand alone. And it's funny because for some reason I was counting the months this morning, because me personally, well, I'm not going to tell y'all that Spirit saying I got to, so I ain't. But I was counting the months for a reason, because I'm working on something myself, right? And as I was counting the months, I realized that we're in the 7th month of the year, July, right? And I realized, and that's when Spirit had me I started thinking, like, okay, how it's 12 months in a year, right? So we're a little halfway through the year, right? And as I was thinking that, it was funny because I've been getting signs and messages that I'm getting tested right now. And I'm sharing this because I know that it's not just for me, it's also with my spirit team too. We are getting tested right now. We're in the season of getting tested. As a matter of fact, let me write that down, because I want that to be the title. The spirit getting tested. I feel like I should have went live. I hope this video don't take forever to post today. Hold on, y'all. In the spirit. No, the season. I'm talking about the spirit. See, the good thing I wrote it down, y'all. Y'all see why I need to write it down. In the season of getting tested. Okay, that's gonna be the name of this video. So right now, Spirit said we are in the season of getting tested, right? So what that means is, okay, so this is how Spirit explained it to me as I was meditating. So like I said, we're a little halfway through the year. The first 6 months, first of all, at the beginning of this year and the end of last year of 2023, I posted a couple of videos and I was being very, very vocal about the shift coming this year. 8, 1, 6, 6, 7, 7 plus 8, 14, 15, 6. Okay. I was looking at the time. Sorry, y'all. Spirit told me to notice that time. It was at 8:16. And when I added that together, I got 6. And 6 is the spiral. Like, the spiral is like the DNA. It's a non-ending process. And the DNA is just evolving. But understand that DNA is not just our DNA. That DNA is our ancestors' DNA. So as the spiral goes, you are connected to so many more behind you that came before you. The unknown, your ancestors, your spirit team, that's who's watching you, that's who's guiding you. And they're not just outside of you, they're also in you. They're coded in you. And it's up to you to decode it. Understand that everything was hidden from us for a reason. And not all are going to go searching for the hidden, because that's basically trying to answer the call, right? And that's why they say many are called, but only few answer. Wait, did I say that right? Many y'all call, but only a few answer. Many y'all call, but only a few answer. Many y'all call, but only a few are chosen. I don't even know. That's crazy. Maybe spirit. Maybe that's how spirit want to be said. And rather I said it right or wrong. Many y'all call, but only a few answer. And it's like the calling is through the DNA. Understand that. The DNA is connected to ancestors. That's our ancestors. That's our spirit team. But our spirit team has been holding shit down for the last 6 months of this year. Because like I said, we are entering into a shift. The frequency of the world is elevating. The vibration of the world is heightening. And those who are choosing to answer the call are the ones who's going to be ascended right here on earth. When I say ascended is when we pass away and we ascend back to where we come from. But the way the frequency of the world is elevating, we're ascending and we're not going back where we came from. We stand right here and we're ascending with our masters. With the master. With the divine. And understand, never get it twisted either. I don't know who this for. Maybe it's somebody who be low-key hating on me, watching me, but no, but I just want to say this real quick. I don't know where it's coming from. Never get it twisted with me either. Yes, I understand I have ancestors, but never get it twisted when you don't ever think that I don't put God first. Understand that we have ancestors and we have a divine. Divine is a Holy Spirit. It's the ancestors all in one, plus more. So for some reason, I felt like Spirit wanted me to clarify that. I feel like it was for a hater, but yeah. Don't twist my words, baby. But anyway, that was so funny that it just came out like that. It'd be so funny though, 'cause I just be thinking to myself, like when y'all, you the hater that I'm talking to right now, like when you read, like when you listen to my messages and I say something directly to you, I wonder how, like the thoughts that go to your head, like they go through your mind, like, oh my God, does she know it's me? It should be funny. But anyway, y'all, my bad. Back to my my tribe. But y'all, excuse me, shit be funny sometimes. But anyway, y'all, so yeah, hold on. Okay, I thought I had stopped recording, but the Spirit said that I allowed your ancestors to be in your corner and hovering over you for the last 6 months. From January to July. Wait, June. Yeah, June. Sorry, my bad. January to June. That's 6 months, right? So now we're in the 7th month. And with that 7th month, we got 6 more months coming up. Like I said, it's 12 months in a year. We all know that. But we're in the first season of the last half of the year. So what Spirit want me to let you know is your ancestors are still with you. However, Spirit is allowing your ancestors to step back a little bit and to see what are you capable of doing without them hovering over you so much and being so protected over you. So it's like when you have a child, right? And you teach them how to ride a bike for the first time. And at first you want to, make sure that everything is, helmet, the knee pads, and, you're teaching them. But after you teach them, after a while, you have to let them be in control. And I'm feeling like Spirit told me to use the bird for as an example too. Like, it's like the birds, when they're babies, they're in the nest, but eventually they have to learn how to leave that nest. And when they leave that nest, the mother is not always going to be there to fully protect them. Understand that we all have to learn how to get to a place where we evolve so much to the point where even though we have, you know, our ancestors to fall back on, we also have the power within us where we don't always have to fall back on our ancestors. We don't always have to fall back on the divine. And don't get it twisted when I say we don't have to fall back on the divine, because understand that the divine is all our safety nets. But what I'm trying to say is, when you enter a place of true trust with yourself, when you know that instead of calling on your ancestors and calling on the divine every time you're going through something, you can use your own words, your own power that God and your ancestors have embedded into you before you came here. Understand that our ancestors and the Holy Spirit, that is extra tools. That is extra access. That was like, we're connected to that power, and they're connected to us. And it's many out here who don't even know. Who, like, I had one person literally write on right on one of my videos the other day, and was like, our ancestors are sleeping. Read the Bible, like some like shady ass shit like that. And like I said, it's some people who don't even know that they really think everything that they read and that they were told and that they was taught was just the truth, which is bizarre to me. But I'm not here to judge. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been there before too. So instead of me arguing back with ignorance, because understand it's ignorance when you speak on something that you don't fucking know. But you gotta allow people to be ignorant and not argue with ignorance, because understand that you was there before too. And that's how I can recognize ignorance, because I was that before. However, even those who don't understand that, or choose not to understand that, or choose just not to believe that, their ancestors are still watching over them. Their ancestors are still guiding them. Because it was something that it was, like I said, that DNA is not just ours. This is a journey that we share with our ancestors. They're guiding us. They want to, it's like they're living through us. Whatever they didn't finish, they're watching to see what you're going to do. If you're going to finish it, what you're going to start. Maybe the way they did it didn't work. Maybe the way that you coming in with your new thoughts, with you being in this timeline, in this specific time right now, this season, 2024, abundance, 224, that's 8. To be alive right now is a blessing. To be alive right now is powerful. To be alive right now and still be able to ascend and connect with the unknown without being out of the flesh, that is powerful. Our ancestors didn't have that. Our ancestors was the ones who didn't even know, you know what I'm saying, that they can truly call on their power. They was calling on the power that they was told to call on to. They was calling on something that didn't even fucking exist. And we still got people to this day still doing the same thing. But now, in this season, right now, the world has evolved. The frequency of the world is evolving, and not everybody gonna make it. Not everybody coming, and that's because they choose simply not to. But for those of you who choose to come, like my spirit team right now, those of you who are watching this video right now, these last, well, we in the 6th month now, so these last 5 months, well, we still at the beginning of July, so yeah, I'm gonna say these last 6 months, Spirit said, it's so funny because it's on the TV again, I'm gonna show y'all. So I was sitting here and these mountains was on the TV. This is not even the same picture, but this is also another picture that's on my screen right now. As you can see, well, it just cleared off, but it was mountains, right? And as I was watching that, what Spirit said to me is that these last seasons is gonna be just like those mountains. And the picture was beautiful, just like the pictures that y'all seeing keep popping up. Beautiful pictures, right? And within those beautiful pictures, it was in the snow because everything was really cold. And when I think of cold, I think of cold-hearted. And sometimes the journey itself can allow us to be, our hearts to be hardened. And understand that when those hearts are hardened, it's like ice. That's heavy. Your heart should be as light as a feather. Our ancestors, the divine, they help us keep our heart as light as a feather. They step in when we call on them. They step in when we need them. We call on the Holy Spirit when we're in pain, when we're in need. Excuse me. When we're in worry. When we feel like we're lacking something. Go back in the room, baby. I'm making a video. I'm almost finished. And what Spirit is trying to get us to understand right now, family, is that you don't lack anything. And everything that you think you need us for to guide you, you already have it within you. In this last 6 months of this year, I want to see what you can do, how you can handle your, the trials and tribulations that come to you. Because understand, it's going to be a cold season, y'all. So that means you may have a lot of people around you that's cold-hearted. And understand, like I always tell y'all, hurt people. But what Spirit want to see is, I had to sneeze again. What Spirit want to see is that I have trained you and I have prepared you for this season right here. And Spirit said, that's why I've been having you shout all over Facebook at the end of the last year, because it's so funny, because I don't know, if y'all knew or not, but if y'all not, I told y'all before, like, y'all, Spirit had me all on freaking Facebook making videos going live at the end of last year in December. And I was like, so like, low-key, like, I ain't gonna say angry, but kind of like, are you serious, Spirit? Because I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it anyway. Spirit said, that's why I've been having you shouting on top of your lungs so much about this shift. And those of you who choose to follow that shift and go get it, because understand, everything is simply a mind thing. Either you're gonna go get it or you're gonna sit down and wait for somebody to give you something. And understand, don't shit come to nobody who ain't going to get it. Ain't nobody from just drop nothing in your life. Ain't nobody from just drop nothing in your head except for the Holy Spirit. And when the Holy Spirit drop it in your head, it's the same thing as preparing you. And once I give you what you need and I prepare you, it's up to you to finish. Spirit is saying, I have allowed your ancestors to be here for you heavily for these first 6 months. But these last 6 months, as we're walking into Spirit team. Okay, yeah. These last 6 months as you're walking to, your Spirit team is here, and they're saying, we're still here, but we're not gonna be here to guide you as much as we was before. We want to see, are you gonna go into your head, into your engine, and pull those tools out that you already have? So the main message from this video, y'all, is everything that you need to know, you already know it. And if you don't know it, it's time for you to sit down, like I said at the beginning of this video, and build that relationship with yourself and understand what direction that you're going in. Make a plan on how you're going to get there. And be realistic and start moving towards those goals. But as you're moving towards those goals, understand that it's going to be a little fight back. It ain't going to be that easy, just like those mountains. They was beautiful. It's beautiful. It was a beautiful scene. It was beautiful mountains. It had snow on it. Cold but beautiful. Cold but beautiful. And as I'm talking to y'all, the screen change. I just had to show y'all. And this now it's the water, right? And now it look like spring. And like I was just saying, it's cold at first, right? But when you step into, like when you go to the beach and you go to the pool and you get in that water and it's cold, at first it can be a little shocking because it shocks your body. But once you get used to that water, you start swimming in that water and everything feels normal. Because then you're going with the flow. Because then you're going with the water. Because then when you finish going with the flow, you enter to spring and you fly and you blossom like the butterfly that you are. You transform. You're no longer in a cocoon. You're blossoming. And back to the picture of the mountains. Y'all, I ain't never climbed a mountain, but from what I heard, it ain't no easy climb. But what I also heard is that the feeling that you feel inside after you climb that mountain is so satisfying. So it ain't easy. And it can be a little cold along the process. But understand that at the end of the process, you will blossom. You will become that butterfly. And that butterfly are going to have wings. And when you gain those wings within these last 6 months, when you walk into that new season in 2025, you won't feel the need to be so needy with your spirit team. Because you know everything that they have taught you is right here. It's right here. So they want to see how are you going to react to certain situations. Are you going to go back to those tools? To your new programming that you have entered? Or are you going to go back to the old way of thinking? The old way of doing things? The old way of seeing things? And for some of you, your old ways of projecting your pain. And when I say projecting your pain of getting angry about things not working out and feeling like you have to express how you feel so urgently because you're right and they're wrong. Spirit said, use your discernment. When people play games with you, don't let them get you angry. Hurt people. Understand that. Know who you are. Know where you stand. Stand still. And don't let anybody sway you. Know who you are. And be that. Show up and be that person every single day. Everywhere you go. Shine your light. No matter how many people around you are dark-hearted, cold-hearted. Don't allow them to make you cold-hearted. Understand that every test, overall meaning, the bigger picture is for you to evolve into the highest version of yourself. Wasn't nothing that you go through was meant to break you. Every single thing that you go through is meant to make you. But Spirit is saying, now I want to see what I have made of you. And the only way I can see that, if I allow you to be free, fly like the butterfly that you are, use your wings, and know that we are always with you. Your spirit team is always with you. But now it's time for you to show the world who you are Trust yourself. Know yourself. And it's funny because yesterday I had two separate, total separate readers that I listened to, and they both said the same thing. And I'm going to repeat it in this video too. When we get on the plane, we trust the pilot, right? When you get in the cab, you trust the taxi driver, right? So why can't you trust God with guiding you? The Spirit is saying, that's what I want you to think about. Trust me. And trust yourself. Because in this season, family, we're getting tested. And it's not to break us. It's only to make us and to shape us, shape-shift us into our true identity that was stolen and robbed from us. It's time for us to reclaim our birthright. Know who you are. Know thyself. Understand that knowledge is power. Knowledge is programmed right here. Just like your wisdom. And once you sit with that, you become one. You become spirit because you are spirit. You are connected to spirit. It's nothing in this world that can stop you from achieving whatever it is that you want to do, but you. So once again, and I'm going to end it at this. You trust the taxi driver, and somebody's spirit just said you trust the Uber driver every day, every single day. And you trust the pilot. Spirit is saying, why can't you trust me? So that's all I got for y'all. Spirit want me to end it with that. So I'm going to end it with that. I hope that this message resonates with somebody. I know for a fact that it is. So ain't even not to take that hope back. Because I know, once again, see how I just changed that? That's what Spirit is saying, do. Don't be saying I think, I hope. You know it. I know this message is for somebody. I know it. Because Spirit told me. Because I have sat, once again, when you sit with me, that's when they say you are who you hang around. So when you hanging with Spirit 24/7, you connected. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all catch my drift? It started becoming, it's like it's in the DNA. It's all connected. But it's up to you to tap into that. And that's what Spirit is saying. Don't hope. Don't think. No. You are. I am. Know this. Don't think, no. Don't think you know yourself. Know that you know yourself. And when you know that you know yourself, you trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, the assumptions and the hope and all that, it's no need to hope when you know. Don't hope for something when you know. You don't hope that you get a check every week or every 2 weeks or whenever you get paid. You know you're going to get it. You know why? Because you know what you put in the work, right? And that's what Spirit is saying. Don't hope. Don't think. No.